All right, welcome in to our 7 o'clock live stream. You're not Madden.
I'm not. I got curly hair, but just wrong hair color.
I mean, you're a hair color adjacent to Madden because you got the pink. And if you put a little bit of water in Madden's hair, if it was like paint, then it would dilute the pink, right?
Sure.
See how I made that connection?
I did.
It's
Good job.
wild there, but we got there. How are you? It's been forever since I seen you. Blogger Ashley stepping in for Madden this morning.
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to let you know that even though we haven't been in the office in a really long time, some things have not changed. I got for my birthday. And so I wanted to share something with you. One of my favorites so far from this book.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read what it says?
What kind of parents let their children get tattoos?
And then it's chickens with colored eggs.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hold on, there's one more.
Oh. Show and tell.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Where is it? Okay, there it is.
Kids say the darndest things. Yeah. Aw, it's a puppy saying meow. That's cute.
Meow.
That's cute.
Okay, I'm done with that now. Sorry. The thing is, okay, I don't know what you did this weekend, but I went to Monterey for the first time ever this weekend, right? I know.
You've never been to Monterey before?
I have a couple of times when I was a teenager, and so it was like when all of our friends would go, but we were broke, so it was like we would just go to the ocean real quick and then go home. Like we never stopped in Monterey. Cannery Row. Like when you're 18, who cares about Cannery Row, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I went this time and cared about Cannery Row this time. I'd never been. It was such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So cool, right? How long does it take to get to Monterey from where you're at?
Hour-ish?
Okay. 2.5 hours for us.
Yeah.
Went out there, saw some people, did some things, and it was a ton of fun. It was like I'm at that adult stage right now where like when you go somewhere, okay, so when you're younger, like when you're in your mid-20s and you go out and you're sitting at a bar and you're with your friends, like the goal is to see how quickly you can get drunk, right? Yeah. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drinking in 15, 16 years. Yeah. This was probably the first time in a long time where I was like an outdoor restaurant next to one of those little gas fireplaces and probably just sat there for 3 or 4 hours and just didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think the older you get, the more you like relaxing. You know what I mean? Like you look for more chill spots, not like up and coming party spots. Yeah, I'm all about the chill. Good morning, Victor.
And right before we went out, I actually ran into Victor. Victor's been a part of the stream now for a good while now. And I was at a store that Victor works at. He came up, he's like, Sacramento Kings shirt. I know that voice. You're Ian. I'm like, dude, so good to meet you. It was a really good weekend. It was a super good weekend.
Nice. I love
so, and I'd never done Monterey before. Okay, here's the thing about Monterey though. And I have a question for you. How many times have you been to Monterey?
Oh, a bunch.
Okay. You know, in that spot where you're on Cannery Row and you can walk down to the beach, but it's like there's a restaurant and a balcony. It's right by Bubba Gump's. There's like a kind of like a restaurant and a balcony that you can look over the beach. But then when you walk down, it's just a beach kind of in between buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really look like a beach, but everyone's like, if you want to go to the beach, you can go right over there. That didn't really feel like the beach.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to the beach. What I would do next time you go to Monterey, walk towards the aquarium, go past the aquarium, and then they have this like little reserve area that you can't go on the beach, but you walk by it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And if you keep going, you go to Lover's Point, and they have a little beach there. That's really
there's
pretty.
There's a Lover's Point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before we get into the movie, I want to know this. Growing up, did you have a makeout spot? Did you have a Lover's Point where you were growing up?
We did. It was on Morrison Canyon. It was by the upside down airplane. I don't know why, but there was an upside down airplane randomly in the hills by where we lived. So that was where, kids got high and did things in cars.
That's where all the adults found the children smoking the marijuana cigarettes.
Yeah. Did you at that point?
We had in Auburn, we had the dam overlook, which was this they had been trying to put in this dam for like 30 years. It was this hotly contested thing, but they built this huge parking lot to overlook this dam where there was no real dam for a while. And so that was just kind of the makeout spot. It was like, oh, we're gonna go to the dam overlook and make out.
Oh yeah.
So but I don't know what it is in Modesto. But I saw somebody, I'm gonna have to go back and look on my Facebook, but somebody had put this is our lookout point or our lover's point or our vista point in Modesto. And I can't remember where they said it was, but it was just in these last couple of days. And it was like a full grown 40 some odd year old adult. So, I mean, it's not like a weird spot, I guess.
Not to sound like a jerk face, but is there a high spot in Modesto? It all seems kind of.
I think that if I remember right, because what Modesto has is lots of rivers, and then the rivers that we do have are they're very deep. So you're always coming up from here looking down into the river. It's
That's
probably
true.
something like that.
Water features always get people in the mood.
And the higher up you are looking down at the water feature, the better it is.
It is.
Like it could be a fountain in the middle of a mall with a whole bunch of pennies in it and a diaper floating around. But if you're looking at it from the third story up, you're like, hey, that kind of looks pretty.
Especially when the diaper just crosses just right.
Look at the local wildlife. Oh, that one needs a bath.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get your take on this. Okay, Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton. When did they get married? Was it July 4th?
Yes.
Okay. They're already having some issues because he wants her to move to Oklahoma and she's got a residency coming up. And I feel like that's something that he kind of already knew about her before they got married.
There is no way on God's green earth you are going to get that Southern California girl to move to Oklahoma. I'm sorry, Blake Shelton. No.
Right?
No.
Just on its surface.
Yeah.
No.
Just no, like how obviously keep the property. It's a gorgeous house. That's where they got married. So we've seen the pictures. It's beautiful. You know, vacation there if you want a vacation in Oklahoma, but don't live there. And I mean, you work in LA. She's going to be working in Vegas. Like
a residency. Like
yeah,
that's what kind of a commute is that?
I mean, as celebrity couples, you're already going to have a hard time seeing each other on a constant basis. So why would you make it difficult by living in Oklahoma? So you're going to make her fly every Friday to Sunday? You know what I mean? Like that's just no.
There's a reason I brought this up because I thought of you specifically when I saw this story because you have been a part of this radio station now for about 10 years, right?
Yeah, 12-ish, I believe. Yeah.
12-ish. Okay. And when we first met you, you were, God, are you 35, 36 now?
How dare you? I'm 34.
34. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Because we met you when you were 24, 23, something like that. Mm-hmm. And you were with Jake and you guys had not got married yet. And you spent 4 or 5 years giving that guy ultimatums every single year. And every year we were on your butt saying, hey, there's jobs for you in all these different places. Go get these jobs. And you're like, yeah, I could, but no. And you decided not to. And ultimately you got married and everything worked out the way that it was supposed to work out.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani's a little bit more established than you are, but still same, I mean, I would say there's a few more zeros at the end of her bank account than you and I will ever have. But kind of same thing, right? Kind of same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oklahoma's a little further than I think you were looking at a job in Alaska. I don't blame you for turning that one down. But Oklahoma's a little closer than Alaska. But still, I mean, like you kind of dig in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like, with jobs for me, I've definitely applied to like all over the country. And nowadays, like say I get a job offer, unless it's a stupid good job, because Jake gets paid a lot more money than I do. So unless it's like a New York or LA, it's not gonna I can't justify the move because he's not gonna get as good of a job, say in BFE upstate New York. You know?
Right. But not if he doesn't try.
Well,
we need to get Jake on this live stream and talk about his effort. Hey Jake, you haven't got a job in upstate New York in a while. What's going on? Are you just not trying? Are you just mailing it in today?
Such a mail-in, you know.
Did Jake wake up and look in the mirror and be like, as little as possible today? There's no possibilities of upstate New York.
Yeah, I know. As he's getting ready for his lunch today with the CIO of his company, you know, just whatever.
Oh, I thought you said you were making his lunch today. He's getting ready to have lunch with a high-powered person today. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you make his lunch in the morning?
No, I buy him frozen lunches. So like, you know, like the frozen meals. That's what I get him.
What's his lunch usually? What frozen lunch do you usually get him?
Usually he's so weird. He likes the vegan vegetarian ones for some weird reason. He's not vegan or vegetarian, but he likes them. So
he likes the flavor.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Very random. Some Marie Calendar big bowl. Whatever's on sale at Walmart. That's what I get.
Do you ever try and as because you're all domesticated now. We have Boys to Men tickets coming up, by the way, in exactly. I want to just get this out here real quick because you can win Boys to Men at Stockton Arena. And for your Our Request lunch hour, you have Counting Crows today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Boys.
September 6th.
Oh, I can't wait to see them too. So we have Boys to Men tickets coming up in 14 minutes.
Nice.
And by the way, I just watched an entire Counting Crows concert the other day on my big screen. I love them. It's gonna be a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
What were we just talking about? Food. Okay.
Food.
When you're shopping domesticated, are there any foods that come packaged that you try and recreate on your own to save the money? Like those P3 protein packs that come with the almonds, cheese, and the little ham slices and stuff like that? Or have you guys tried HelloFresh or Freshly and then saved the recipe cards and just tried to make your own HelloFresh bags?
Yes. And I always fail at those, no matter what I do. What I did do recently was recreate a frozen meal. So one that Jake likes, it's a cauliflower pizza bowl. So it's pizza on cauliflower. Delicious. So I made a big casserole of it. And it was amazing. So I mean, I think that's the closest I've done lately.
Okay. Hey, it's been a long time since you and I have talked. Have you met my new friend Nick?
Hi, Nick. He's cute.
Nick and I play disc golf all the time together now. He's teaching me how. He taught me how.
How's your disc golf going?
Real talk, I'm hitting a slump right now. The last couple of weeks, I've thrown everything up. I had a really good pocket in about 3 weeks where I was going really straight and everything was going really good. And I've got a case of the yips.
I'm not even gonna try to understand what that means.
I just made it up myself. I'm throwing everything up in the air. It's a challenge right now. I tried to recreate the HelloFresh bags myself, and I got pretty good at it. I have to give HelloFresh a lot of credit because they taught me what a chicken cutlet is.
What is a chicken cutlet?
A chicken cutlet's basically a chicken breast cut in half.
Oh, that makes sense.
and for anybody watching, because I've always cooked in my household, and when I was married and there was 4 of us, I still did all the cooking. But because we didn't cook all the time, the cooking that I did was just very basic cooking. So I have to give HelloFresh a lot of credit because they really took a lot of things that I looked at and thought, I can't do that on a small scale like that, and really kind of showed me that, yeah, I can. But then I got tired of paying $8 per dinner or $16 per dinner so I started trying to make my own.
Yeah. It's
hit and miss.
I think with HelloFresh and Freshly, what they really showed me is sauces change the game. They changed the game because like you could bake a chicken all day every day with broccoli and salad on the side, but if you have a really good sauce, it takes it to the next level.
Okay, I know that this is really stupid and simple, but like mixing sour cream and why am I blanking on the name now? The red hot sauce that everybody likes to get.
Oh, buffalo sauce?
Sriracha.
Oh, sriracha. Oh, yeah.
Like mixing sour cream and sriracha together. I didn't realize that it was like that basic for doing stuff. I seriously, I looked at restaurant stuff and then I got that. I'm like, it's this simple?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
I've been following directions on the back of Hamburger Helper now for 15 years thinking I can follow directions. I'm good. And then HelloFresh is like, you could have been elevating your game for a while now and it's pretty easy.
I think the one thing that I've been loving lately is making like my own tzatziki sauce. It's not really, but it's my version, and it's amazing. It's like Greek yogurt, some cucumbers, like grated, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of lemon. It's so good.
Is that the kind that it tastes like really, really kind of like fresh when you have it? Sort of like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of that like cold.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I really like that. I like the way that makes me feel when I have that. That's a very fresh, crisp feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you chase a kind of feeling when you have something like that.
And I feel so fancy making it. And I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm a chef.
I feel fancy when I pronounce creme fraiche right.
Yeah.
Is it fraiche? Fraiche?
It's I just in South Park, creme fraiche. Like
more creme fraiche.
Yeah.
It's an old reference, but it'll never get old.
It never does.
All right. Well, we're gonna hop back over to the FM side of things. You'll be filling in for Madden tomorrow. Counting Crows tickets today for you at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Papa Murphy's Pizza after 5 o'clock today. Boys to Men tickets are coming up in exactly 10 minutes. On a personal note, it's been so long since I've seen you. You look well. How you been?
I've been really good. And you look good too. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're both losing weight, getting healthy. Like
I was gonna say, okay.
Decided.
So help me out here, because I don't know when it's okay to or to not say something, but it was one of the first things that I noticed, and I didn't want to say anything unless I was wrong, but you look really good.
Thank you. It's the double chin that's gone. It's really helped.
What are you doing now?
Noom.
No, you are doing new,
Mm-hmm.
and it's working.
Amazingly. Jake, the flipping melting man. I hate that about you boys. You think about losing weight and 5 pounds is gone. He has lost 50 pounds.
Has he really?
Mm-hmm. I've lost 30.
Good for him. Have you really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I'm not trying to one up. I've just been doing this for like 8 months now.
No, you've done it longer than me.
But I'm at 80 pounds now.
You look amazing. Like, I never.
Thank you.
Because you never looked big, right? And then, like, I see pictures of you in the past. I'm like, oh, wow. There is a huge difference.
So you know what it is? Because I was trying to figure out what it was before. Because I mean, when I was bigger, I had people telling me like, oh, you're a bigger guy, right? Because where I carry my weight, I literally carry all of my weight like right here, and then it skips my man boobs and it goes straight to my belly, and it comes like straight out. But then it only comes straight out like on like straight out. But on the sides it doesn't, except for this really weird pocket of back fat, and then it skips every other part of my body except it gets on the inside of my thighs. But it stays there, so like the outside of my pants and stuff like that, you can't tell because I've got really short legs and a really long torso. And so when I get up to like at my heaviest, I bounce between 275 and 280. But you can't see it because it stretches out over this really long torso.
Yeah.
And so, but it makes buying clothes really, really hard. So I went to go buy clothes the other day, and it's because I've got short legs. And so where my waist used to be a 40, like now it's like a 33, but my legs have always been like 30. Right. And so it's really hard to find a 33-30. And so I almost want to put a couple pounds back on so I can go back up to the 34 and 36 again. And then I get mad at myself for thinking that that's my problem today. That's not a bad problem to have.
It's not. Try thrift stores. Thrift stores always have like the weird sizes.
Is that where people like me that have lost weight and then put it back on, donate all the stuff from when they lost weight, and then they put it back on, so they take it back there, and then when they go lose weight, they're going to go back and find it again?
Yeah.
Because that's where I find half of my clothes that I donated.
Yeah, pretty much. Have you ever donated stuff and then you go to the store maybe like a week or two later to see if you can find your stuff like intermingled with other things? I bought
my golf club back for playing against sports. I'm not kidding you.
I love it.
I sold my golf club for $5 and I bought it back for $10.
My God, it's like a new age pawn shop.
I know, right?
Thank
I went in there. It was like 2 weeks later. It was like 2 weeks later. I walked up and I said, "I literally just sold you this golden bear a couple of weeks ago. Can I pay the $5 or do I got to pay the $10?" He's like, "Dude, you have to pay the $10." I get that. I understand.
It was a storing fee.
Right. Thanks for hanging on to it for me. Glad it's not ruined too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you look great. I didn't want to say anything, but you look phenomenal. You really do. Congratulations. I don't know anybody who's used Noom before, so I want to talk about that with you more tomorrow because I've heard that Noom is like a whole psychological approach.
It is.
It is. Okay. Tomorrow, Noom with Ashley.
Sounds good.
We'll see you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.